During our time exploring deep in the Hollow, at some point or another you are bound to stumble across one of the most challenging and advanced ethereal forms to ever be churned from the deep reaches of ether, where not only you would question your own sanity, or better yet, where you even are, but for you to even question the identity of your own best friends. Doppelgangers. Oh man, a topic I've been wanting to cook up on for some time now. What's up, Hollow Raiders? It's Sekai Samurai, and today we are focusing on possibly one of the scariest ethereal mutant creations to date. But before we turn Zen into questioning our own identities, just as a heads up, we run a lore-focused Zenless Zone Zero lore Discord called the Hollow Point, where over 100 active users are gathering into a brand new community that has been built entirely on theory crafting, appreciating the characters and lore, and plenty more. So check out the description or link in the comments for more. But back to the video. The Hollow is a vast expanse of endlessly mutating and contorting walls of terror. Though no matter how many strange and twisted ethereals we seem to run into, none of them catch my attention more than the reality and science that goes behind doppelgangers. Doppelgangers are those weird clones we see occasionally pop up in those heavy-hitting stages of a Hollow run, which they seem to latch on and mimic the movements, skills, and body shapes of both our strongest friends and even our most violent enemies. They're described to have deep red eyes, a black darkened color palette, and hauntingly enough, seem to have a soft smug smile permanently on their face. However, before we can really grapple onto how these enemies really work, I think it's best for us to really reflect on how the Hollow is even creating these abominations in the first place. The Hollow blends time, space, and the questionable sense of consciousness all into one deep void of confusion. However, contrary to what many may like to think, these zones aren't just scary blobs popping up all over the world. These are living and highly reactive environments that pulse and breathe a terrifying element known as ether, where upon entering the body, they begin to mutate and grossly attack the cells of the organism immediately. Where as long as the victim is exposed, their body will literally become more and more destabilized as the ether runs its course. Now listen up, these next parts are important on what is about to come next. As your body is fragmented and changed, the symptoms will grow more and more severe. Starting first is often emotional instability, a high heart rate, sweating. You could slowly grow to start feeling erratic, attributing to violent outbursts, acute paranoia, and even deathly hallucinations can begin to play out as the ether is absorbed and works into your brain. Some even suggest that identity fragmentation is also one of the final steps of losing yourself in the Hollow, and even permanent memory loss. These key symptoms spill a very scary image on what is actually forging these terrifying entities that we encounter. These void-ridden casts of your loved ones are not just mere corrupted visions of people lost deep in the Hollow. They are the staggering reality of how extreme ether manipulation can really get. Ether is able to steal your thoughts, take your memories, and if you were just strong enough, they might take an interest on keeping you. Well, that's all great, Sekai, and now I'm about 16 times more scared of what the hell is happening in that space hole over there. But why is characters like Jane and Hugo and that belligerent monkey running around in there? Okay, so check it out. We get a post on the internet explaining that these specific anomalies are coating their bodies in special layers of activated ionized ether, where they then latch on and copycat special select prey that they seem to catch their interest the most. They are described as hauntingly accurate. In fact, the dark aura that we see around them might not even be there for everyone else, just what we are seeing as the proxy, as they exclaim that the looks, textures, and the very details of the mimic is exactly the same as the actual being, claiming as well that no one knows where they attain the information about the subjects they mimic, and suggests that they can even read minds, which is how they pick their favorite beings to copy and steal from, grabbing memories, identity, and even key bits of their personality if they really wanted to. They are, in my theory, doing exactly what I stated earlier. They are using ether to literally eat away into your very cells. They steal your genetic makeup, your thoughts, and even your very own personality. However, they also look for what you are scared of, and people that you would personally be afraid of fighting, which answers why we are seeing our sneaky rat mother as a copy, when she is absolutely just fine, or even Bellum. There are just simple moments where the ether is preying on your emotions and is trying to steal the upper hand from you. And I gotta be honest, this is freaking terrifying. Like, imagine Biyabi being cast as a doppelganger. We see this within her trailer, but imagine her being born from your own personal fears. Like, could Ether actually copy Void Hunters? I hope not. Anyways, everyone, I want to hear your thoughts and opinions down below in the comments. This is one of my favorite topics to chat about with Zenless Zone Zero, and it's something I really hope that we can get to actively see later on in the story as more gets revealed. Hope you guys enjoyed my schizo rambling of the unknown, and if you did, become a lore samurai today and hit that subscribe button. We got near daily lore shorts, and now a return to long videos here on the channel. Plus, don't forget to check out the lore Discord, as we hope to see you over there joining us in on the conversation. Anyways, everyone, catch you out in the hollow. Sekai out.